Good morning, everyone. Before I go into work today, I wanted to talk a little bit more about discretionary income. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because of some conversations that I was privy to or participated in recently in regards to the economy. Now, at the time of this recording, we are in the midst of the shopping season. For those of you who don't know, the shopping season usually starts right after Labor Day and leads up until the holiday season in December, depending on what holiday you choose to observe, be it Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever it is, the holiday that you choose to celebrate or not observe in December. That's the holiday season. So it's usually the week after Labor Day in September, which is the second week, September till December. People's behavior change. And usually happens during this time as a lot of crime goes up in regards to theft, anything in regards to money. There's more robberies, more car theft. There's more mail fraud, check fraud, counterfeiting, car break-ins, mailbox vandalism, anything in regards to any type of property damage or property theft, because people are trying to get things and trying to get money for the holiday season. And in some cases, when they do apprehend the people that are involved in these cases, they're trying to get money for the holidays because they want to take care of bills for the holidays, or this for the holidays and that for the holidays, all of this for one day. Or that's their excuse anyway. But anyway, just during this time of the year, which is the last 3 months of the year, they see an escalating uptick, an uptick in crimes in regards to money and property. And some people even go to the extremes where they commit arson, they commit physical assault to get insurance policies. Some people go to extremes for money because they want to buy things or they want to pay off bills. They want to have money in their pocket for the holidays. I don't know where the mindset came from. Maybe I should do some research on that. But I want to talk a little bit about discretionary income and some observations that were made. Now, for those of you who are working class just like me, you have to have a budget, bottom line. Whether you consider yourself upper middle income or lower middle income, if you have to work a job and that's your primary source of income, or one of your sources of income that's required for you to maintain your standard of living, where you have to work a job, whether it's part-time or full-time, and you have to have a source of income in that fashion, you have to have a budget to live by in order to meet your expenses every single month. And the difference between making your money work for you and you working for your money is how you handle your discretionary income. And discretionary income, for those of you who don't know, is the money that's left over after you take care of your obligations. And your obligations include your shelter, your food, your health, your basic living expenses, your utilities, your transportation, your groceries, anything that is necessary for you to live and maintain your existence. Babysitting fees, clothing, health and beauty, anything like that allows you to maintain your day-to-day, your health, and your overall existence so you can go through this thing called life. So anything that's left over after that, insurance, anything, security, after that is considered discretionary income. For those of you in layman's terms, it's your entertainment budget, so to speak. Some of you have a discretionary income where you spend absolutely on things that don't give you anything in return. And you're spending your discretionary income on things that are detrimental to you, like drugs or alcohol or gambling, things that don't produce any return at all. And what happens is in some cases it develops an addiction to the point where your discretionary income exceeds your primary income that you need to take care of yourself, and that's when you need to seek help. Did you know that there were studies, and I learned this when I was in college studying psychology courses. I had to take a course in research and statistics where they teach us how to do studies. We had to do community studies and case studies and different types of things, and there were different things that I had to research. And they actually did different case studies on different populations and different societies in different areas, on different ethnic groups and different economic groups, socioeconomic groups. And there was one study that I looked into in regards to the discretionary income. And there are actually studies that are done, ongoing studies done by consumer groups as well as political groups that look into the spending habits of people of different socioeconomic positions, people who make a certain amount of money, who live in certain areas. And there are people that are in certain income classes that spend their money a certain way. And there are people in certain income classes, if you notice, if you go into certain neighborhoods, you'll see that there are more liquor stores, more convenience stores that sell lottery tickets, more stores that sell tobacco, vape, and cannabis, and more churches and worship centers in those areas as opposed to areas that are upper income. And they also wondered why, is because, and then they noticed that these people that are in these neighborhoods make way less more income than the people in the upper income neighborhoods. And it's an ongoing question because they're like, okay, well, why do they have all of these services available to people who don't hardly have the money to even afford these things? But it's a multi-million-dollar industry. There's an underground economy where millions and millions of dollars is being spent every single day in these lower to lower middle income communities on these products and services. There's a ton of money that's being spent on cannabis and alcohol and drugs and tobacco and gambling in these communities every single day. Every single day by people who are making minimum wage or below. And it makes you wonder, where does the money come from? Well, a lot of these people are living on public assistance of some way, form, or fashion. A lot of them are working jobs that are paying cash money where the income is not reported. A lot of them are probably doing street hustling or engaged in illegal activities. And so then they created what is called an underground economy, but basically is off the grid, that is not on the radar, so to speak. And the ones who are working for money, they're working a minimum wage job, yes, but that's not their only source of income. So whatever extra money that they make is not documented. And I know nowadays it's hard to not document income, but it's still doable. There's still ways around the system, unfortunately. And the extra income that's being spent is being spent on things that have no return. See, that's the difference between the lower classes and how they remain the lower class as far as income is concerned, and the people who have higher income. So the people who have higher income take their discretionary income and put their money to work for them so it can produce a return. The people who are in lower classes do not know how or do not want to make their money work for them. Okay? They put their money into things that do not produce anything. Okay? They don't put their money to work for them. They do not treat money as a form of energy at all. You know, you hear the term, make this paper, make this paper. The paper makes itself for those who are aware of the energy that it holds, you know. So once you change your mindset in regards to money and what it can do, you can use it as a way where it can replicate itself. You know, put it in things that offer a return and not just put it into something that does not produce anything for you. And if it does, make sure it's something positive. So with discretionary income, we just have to be careful what we put into something. If we do put our money into travel or something like that, at least it's an experience. You get something out of it. If you put it into exercise, at least you get something out of it, which is better health. If you put it into fashion or clothing, at least you get something out of it because you look a little bit better. But when it comes to things like, things that might be of detriment to your health or your household, then you're heading in the wrong direction. But make sure that the way that you spend your money is something that is spent on something that produces something that is positive in your life. If it doesn't give you a positive result, then don't spend your money on it. Basically, that's what it is. And these studies have shown that a lot of people who are in lower income brackets and stay in lower income brackets, they're producing a ton of money, but the money is not increasing their socioeconomic status because the money is not being placed in vehicles that are producing positively. They're producing negatively. So I know this sounds a little convoluted. I tried to present it as well as I could, but I kind of hope you understand this, and I kind of hope this breaks down what discretionary income is. Use it wisely. Start to look at money differently. Don't look at it as something that you chase after. Look at it as something that once you have it, that you manipulate it to the good, okay? Use it wisely and use it in a way where it is as a tool to produce something positively. Have a mindset before you obtain your money that it is going to be placed into something that will be used productively, that it is going to give you a positive result. It's not going to be placed in somebody else's pockets when you know that you need it yourself. That's what you do with money, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Peace.